Good day to you. I am Agathis, and I am online, and I am playing Sunless Skies. This game is still in early access, and there are still a number of bugs and inconsistencies in the game, but it's still worth a playthrough, I feel. Right now, only the Reach, this first region in the game, is available. So we're having a good time exploring that. We have recently picked up a passenger who wishes to be delivered to Hybras. Hybras is over here. There's Hybras. I think you can just about see that. It's not very well written. That's Hybras. And we also know that there is some sort of city or port or something here on the map. So we're going to go first southeast and then northeast to Hybras. Without further ado, onwards! On we go. You just about hear the music kicking in. There we go. Very similar to the Sunless Seas music. It's really good. I hope that there'll be a soundtrack available to buy with the game. Let's just check that we're on course. Close enough. Maybe slightly more. Just a tad more to the left. There we go. So these are like rocks which don't do anything. That's fine. Whoa! Where did that come from? Hodge's Crucible and a big beanstalk. Okay. Like I say, not everything is quite there yet. It's still in development. Oh, no, it's gone. Fine. So that is just deep space behind us. This is our locomotive rocket thing. And that's a sea monster. I just narrowly avoided. Now, I've still haven't quite got the hang of space combat, to be quite honest. It just seems to be about backing off and hoping it never catches up to you. Right, what's this? It's loot! Press R. So, listen to them. It is possibly dying. Smoke hisses from fractures in its shell. There is a disastrous smell. We can listen to the Cantankery's last complaint. 83% chance of success. Use canning equipment on the corpse to gain supplies, and we can't do that because we don't have butchery. Or we can drill for the fleshy bits. Apparently there is eating on a Cantankery. Not good eating, but eating. And we can't do this because... don't know why not. Don't know why we can't do that. There's no particular reason why we can't. It says unlocked when you have a crew, and we have 9, so what's the problem? So we'll just gain experience from this, let's hope. 83%. Success! Antenna wiggle resentfully in the wind. Eyes glower from the cavernous shell. The Cantankery shudders in deep disappointment before emitting a mournful murr. Then silence. Onwards! Ah. The Winchester War thunders on. Your engine steams through the lambent mists of the Reach. Across the region, rebellious Tacites and London loyalist stovepipes quarrel and skirmish. The balance of power is precarious. What changes unfold while you're out in the sky? This is placeholder content that manages the progress of the Winchester War. Read the Gazette at New Winchester to learn of recent events. So, even without us, something has changed. Something has changed. Yes. A stoker douses her wrists in cold water. Steam floods the gallery. Your bat flies into the roof to avoid it, its wings casting long shadow in the low gaslight. So, two things there. It seems that some of our actions have consequences. Oh, hold on. A new smell behind the coal and the oil. The green, unlikely scent of apples. And I saw a sea monster. Space monster. I saw a space monster and I liked it. All astern. Come on. Don't catch up. There we go. We can take its complaint again. 86%, 83%. Failure! It takes a spitefully long time to die. It shudders silently through its death throes, mean little eyes locked on your cabin window. How inconsiderate. We've gained a date. No idea what that means. I have no idea. I've been playing this game for hours now. I don't really know what that means. Okay, move on. Onwards! What was I saying? Yes, things happen while you play the game. If you favour one side or the other, I guess factions will change and they will get stronger or weaker, and that will have an effect on the game. But not necessarily instantly, not the minute you hand in an item or complete a quest. It doesn't just change like that. It seems to have a time-based factor as well. So where are we? Port Avon, thank goodness, we've been looking for this place for ages. Behold a ruin of giants. Gargantuan blocks jigsaw together, furred with moss and whispering with orchards. A bucolic village nestles among them. Smoke coils daintily from the chimneys. A leisurely game of cricket unfolds on the village green. A ramshackle dock juts into the sky beside a farmyard, scattered with rusty locomotive parts. Plating, piping, a chugging motor with its innards exposed. Alright. So, we can't go to any of these places just yet. An oily-faced, black-haired girl waves your locomotive into position. Welcome to Port Avon, she calls as you disembark. A rich knot of scent greets you, leaves and wood smoke, enriched by an infrequent but pungent intrusion of goat. Port Avon welcomes new visitors, but your novelty will wear off the more time you spend there. When you visit in future, you may need to bring something to keep them friendly. Your Port Avon welcome is now 3. So now we can visit these places. Port Avon spills prettily across sections of colossal drifting ruins. Its orchards bask in the evening gold light of a distant nebula. So, exploring Port Avon will wear down our welcome. Here we can restore it, allowing us to stay longer. Okay. Let's get our port report first off before anything else. The locals are willing to update you on the news. There's not much of it to share. Were it not for talk of smugglers and sky beasts, you could easily confuse this place for a village on the world you left behind. It's quite peaceful here, apart from some fuss over a newspaper delivery. The villagers frown and change the subject when you ask about it. We now have a port report for Port Avon. It sounds very much like Hybras, actually. This sort of idyllic English village where not much is happening. What does it remind me of? It reminds me of well, I don't know. It reminds me of some sort of dystopian novel, futuristic dystopian novel, where these little villages are artificially created and preserved, almost. Anyway, we can commission the reclusive carpenter to repair the magician's equipment. We've been given a letter and several allegedly magical boxes to deliver to him. The carpenter squints at the letter and gives it a quiet harumph. Another one? Fine. Looks like I'll need the hairs of a chorister-bee. Just use a razor, not your own though. Gather the hairs of a chorister-bee. Okay, onwards. There's nothing else we can do here. We need gossip, or we need tea to hold a party. Unlocked when Port Avon's character is either preserved like a fly in amber, thoroughly radical, staunchly traditional, quietly conservative, or unsettled. That's interesting. The village green! A golden nebula scintillates above Port Avon's apple trees, allotments, eel fishers, and steepled church. Here you may, if you choose, immerse yourself in the village's quaint rhythms. The village green is the heart of the village, surrounded by orchards of real apple trees that were shipped through the arid horizon as seeds. Actions here will wear out our welcome. Take a relaxing stroll around the village. What sort of place is Port Avon now? Or watch a cricket match. Alright, I don't want to waste too much time here. Let's see what else there is before we choose to do something. The Nowhere Inn. Botheridge's A Tour of Heaven describes Port Avon's single public house as a welcome respite, just famed for its authentic Old Earth cider. The locals can be welcoming for a while. You may be able to recruit more crew here. Port Avon's first public house stands amidst a nodding copse of apple trees. Inside, brass gleams cosily on the beams, window latches, doorknobs, and other fittings retrieved from the first locomotive that carried people here. A great polished wheel hangs on one wall. So we can read some works of fiction, or appreciate some cider. Yes, 36% chance of success on that. There's Cyclopean ruins. What palace was this? What giant king made his home here? And why did he abandon the vast stores of souls that the locals still quarry from beneath the stones? Perhaps you might risk a furtive excavation of your own. Not one of the looming stones is quite square, yet they all slot together immaculately. What were these ruins before their fall? Even their bones are tall and stately as the finest cathedrals of old France. What purpose did they serve in the past plentiful days when their sun still shone? So we can just enjoy the surroundings, or conduct an excavation. We need to have 10 crew to do that though. Alright. The old storehouse, we can buy fuel and supplies. We could sell crockery for 15. We can buy seeds and bronzewood. So we can buy bronzewood. Again, it's 150 gold. That's very expensive. I don't think we've got the money for that. Our actions are very precious here. I'm not sure what we want to do. Let's just take a stroll around the village. That'll do. Above, a golden nebula is fierce in the sky. Amber light dapples the curving lanes. Locals nod to you cautiously as you pass. A light drizzle of silver rain brushes the village. Its beads are bright and tiny as pinheads. So we lose 2 terror. Would have been nice to know what these things do, but okay, we're exploring. The Nowhere Inn. Or the ruins. So if we just enjoy this, we lose. I'm guessing we're going to lose terror, and I can't be bothered to do that right now. So let us move on. I think we're done. On we go to High Brass, which is up here. How much gold have we got? 57, yeah. See ya. Onwards! There we go, Port Avon. We've gained a level, so when we get to port, I think we'll stop and have a look at the level up screen again. We haven't been there for a while. Off we go. We're burning fuel pretty fast. Nothing we can do there though. Let's hope that one more barrel, or 2 more full barrels is enough to get us there. Should be. Yeah, it's not that far. Not that far at all. Ship. Are we trying to attack that? What would happen? Let's see. It's probably escaped already, to be quite honest. Oh no, it's kind of circling around. Let's analyse its pattern. Can we get in behind it somehow? So it couldn't attack us? Or are we just burning fuel here unnecessarily? Well, it's going at the same speed as us. We might not get. Well, there we go. Right. How could we? Ow! Oh. Didn't actually damage us that. Okay. Well, we lost it now. Great. Whoop. No. Let's just keep going. It's not worth the hassle. Is this a thing? Can I crash into this? Nope. Hard to tell on that one. I was sure they were looking solid. Are we there? Yes. Clearly there. Oh! I guess we walked into the mist. Off we go. Yeah, it is a little bit glitchy like that. Another ship down there. Is this something? Let's just send out the bat. Quick. Is this a thing? Nope, that's not a thing. That's just scenery. This is just scenery. Burning fuel like crazy. That's just scenery. I've seen that before. I recognise that. That just repeats itself. This is white stuff. Yep, I recognise white stuff. Definitely white. Don't think this is solid. Okay. Oh, this is, yeah. Drifting spores clog your engine's chimney. It splutters, then it coughs, expunging them with a belch of searing steam. Yes, this is a giant fungus thing. I remember that. That looks solid. Pretty sure. Yep. Ooh, that's kind of weird. That's spiky. That's phallic, to be quite honest. There's the port station thing. Okay, coming to land. Coming to land on platform 2. There we go. Hybras, I'm back. What the hell? A fledgling colony trying to dig its fingernails deep enough into the spongy, fungal fabric of the Reach to cling on when hard times come. It is a sad truth that many more settlements are founded than flourish. Hybras deserted. The colonists' houses are dark and there is no sign of a soul about. The smithy is empty. No smoke comes from the Brendan's chimneys. The fretwork on the town hall remains unfinished. A bee laced with curling fronds flies by. Its drone the only sound in Hybras. Where is everyone? The pernickety factor is alarmed. This is very disagreeable. I was expecting to find people here. Disappearing like this is extremely rude. I agree. You split up and make a quick circuit of the village. You discovers tables laid out for dinner. Cold tea still in Fair Nance's pot. The notes, in large print, half written for the mayor's council meeting, laid out on his desk. Abandoned bowls bob forlornly in the shallows of the marsh. You find the pernickety factor near the station. She holds up a muddy tarot card. 10 of cats. How peculiar. Let's keep looking. And we're gaining terror fast. Escort the pernickety factor. Or do it ourselves. Yeah, let's do that. Oh no, continue. Right. Write the port report. Everyone is gone aside from the station master. The fungus, however, remains. Someone will be surely interested in what has occurred here. Yeah. The station master professes ignorance. His manners have not improved in the absence of everyone else. There are new shades to the fungus. Indigo, crimson, jet. The trees have taken on a new pallid hue. There is only one adult spider left. Its innards already bulge. Spores cloud the air. The silence is almost restful. Wonder Hybras? The colony is even quieter with everyone gone. You wade through the boggy marshes around Hybras, disturbed only by the occasional drone of a dying bee. Smoke still pours from the station master's chimney, but he's not inclined to leave the cottage. You stumble over a few discarded bowls and a number of old footprints heading towards the fungal forest. Alright. Let's search. There are surely clues as to where the colonists have gone. 81% chance of success. Success! The marshes are wild, the spores unswept. Laundry sits in piles in the wash house, several shirts abandoned in the mangle. The town hall has been set up for a show. A broken mirror sits on the stage. You find an abandoned set of tarot cards before a gold-framed mirror. A playbill for a Marzipan and Hallow, the Wondrous Wizards of Glass, has been discarded among the slew of pillows. The Pernickety Factor makes a face. I hate to suggest it, but Polymere and Plenties might be able to shed some light here. They have a magician. The Pernickety Factor suggests consulting a magician at Polymere and Plenty's inconceivable circus. Well, that seems like a good place to go then. That's all we can do here. The station master will sell us fuel if we need it, and we do. So, bye-bye. Oh, that's it. We've run out of money. We're out of money. We could have done with some reward for bringing her here. We're kind of in trouble. There's no bank here, so we can't get our stuff back. Thanks. And we're supposed to go to the circus, which is there. I think we'll have to pass New Winchester on the way and stock up, otherwise we're not getting anywhere. Alright. Well, that's it for this episode, I think. We'll go to the circus in the next game. Maybe we'll find out what's going on. Or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just run out of fuel and die in the middle of space. Meh. We'll find out. I'm Agathis. If you liked the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'll be continuing this series until we get into until we die or nothing really happens. Otherwise, I'm going offline. I'll see you next time.